What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Happy
Man,
Friday!
shit happens. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another Friday night, and you know what time it is. It's time for the quarantine. Hey, you watching us live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Man, again, this is the quarantine, and I can't say that I'm more than happier to be here because I almost didn't make it. I just got a car. It ain't even been a month. Remember I told y'all my uncle passed? Well, I got a car a week after that. Transmission might be gone. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to my co-hosts. They are always here. They always got my back, whether it's here, whether it's outside of here. That's why they around this month. Anyway, take it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Roslyn M. Ogburn. I am wonderfully suited with my other co-host here.
I am Henrietta Ivy, home care advocate and activist. Happy Friday, Detroit.
And don't you mind with the laughter that you just heard in the background. We finally just getting everything started, and I'm glad to be here. But you know I got to start with my shit, man.
Let's do it.
Friday night.
I want to say thank you to the Canada Fellowship for letting me in. The thing we just experienced with the op-ed project, it was a beautiful thing. And I submitted me an op-ed today. Hopefully, you see it posted in somebody's newspaper sometime soon. I'm shooting for the New York Times, the Free Press, anybody that's willing to listen to what a young guy got to say. So I'm shooting that out there. So y'all, I'm putting that out there. So y'all might see me soon. Angela Wright. I don't know if you know who she is, but she was a part of the Clarence Thomas, Anita Hill case. She actually did a report on her. But anyway, she was one of my instructors with that project.
Okay.
God's blessing me to meet so many people. I mean, powerful people. It's like,
It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
So,
Yes. Blindly driven.
no debate. The mayors won't have a debate. Anybody that's a mayoral candidate won't have a debate this year. We gonna talk some about that later on. But Amazon got 1 million people to apply for jobs.
A million?
1 million people have applied for jobs at Amazon, whether it's in the office or off in one of these little plants somewhere. So
When they building one up the street, so
Yes.
Mike Pence may run. Him and Trump have finally split their boyfriendship. I mean their friendship.
what is he running for?
President, 2024.
For the Republican Party?
Yeah.
Really?
And you know what's gonna happen, right?
No, tell us.
Pence gonna get that.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
the problem is Pence ain't gonna be able to beat Biden.
Yes. That part.
Yeah.
So elections are next year, but we'll get into that too.
Okay.
Street blew up in Southwest Detroit this past week, and it kind of reminded me of some old movie I used to watch called Ghostbusters. In Ghostbusters 2, there was like some very angry pink ectoplasm up under the earth, and everybody would get pissed off. So it will finally. That's what you do know about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause we just
Our
had that conversation.
Our generation, and we have no Ghostbusters to call, so
Sometimes you ain't got politicians to call.
yes,
That
so
part,
this
that
is-
part.
Speaking of which, re-elect Councilman Roy McCallison for District 2. I can say
right.
it all day long.
All right.
This is
All right
my
now.
show.
That's right.
Who laughing? I don't know why they laughing so loud, but they laughing. But this is my show, and I can get people to laugh. So I don't know who they're laughing anyway. Again, my trans went out. But we'll talk about that another day. Month for football. Send the love to y'all. I got an announcement coming November 5th. Dads need their kids. Kids need their dads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing
Say
more,
that
nothing
again.
less.
Say that again.
Dads need their kids, and kids need their dads.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, get it together. I'm tired of having this conversation. But we're going to have a child support conversation next week a little bit too. My homeboy coming in. And
Very important.
we got a lot to talk about. I had a conversation with my homegirl. I forget what it was about, but I'm going to send some love to her. Charisma Chanel, what up, though? Other than that, man, look, I've talked too much. I'm passing it to you because we got time to, we got to get up out of here soon. So, do your thing.
Thank you, Dre. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. My name is Rosalind Ogburn, and I am your next state representative for 9th House District. Woo! and gentlemen, this last Saturday, September 11th, we did our campaign launch for the next state representative in my district. For those that are saying, where's the 9th House district? So for City Council, 7. That's really the area of my district for City Council, and then I am seeking to be your state representative for that area. And right now, we realize that the leadership we currently have has not been aggressively and consistently seeking, I'll just say, protection and information to make sure our residents have what they need currently. My main concentration focus is right now keeping families in their home and making sure people have access to resources that would make sure that if they cannot pay for their property taxes or is even eligible for reduction or is having a hardship just based on what was going on through COVID or anything currently, I have been uplifting and making sure these resources and information has been available, along with even Dre and I have been talking about right now with renters, right? We're going to talk about that later, that there is no cap right now on our renters in Detroit. And so when I was a former housing organizer for Detroit Action, we went around telling people that if we don't come up with policies at the local city level to ensure that we put an actually renter's cap on our residents, it's going to look catastrophic. And it'll, at the time, I think we were talking about it was from like 600 to 900 as an increase. But we're going to talk about it later because just updated me that we have superseded even 900 in some of these one-bedroom facilities in these homes that we are making available for our residents. So once again, I just want to say that there is a program called the Tax Exemption Application that has been readily available for residents since 2014. But a lot of people and residents have not reached for them because they think I may make too much money, or basically I might not have the the paperwork or what is needed to file and apply for this. What I want you to understand is that is a lie from hell. This money was set aside for individuals that might have had hardships, like we said, somebody might have passed. You might have a high, here we go, debt income ratio. What does that mean? That I have accumulated bills that actually supersede the income that comes in monthly. It allows you at the end of the application to fill out a hardship and explain your current situation and ask the city to be able to make your property taxes exempt so you can stay in your home. We know Detroit right now. When you go to buy a house right now, the prices has quadrupled.
Yes, they have.
In our communities. So we must keep our families in their home because if they come out their homes, it's going to be hard to return them. It's going to be hard to buy another house and to stabilize our families, which for many people that don't know, to maintain historical wealth is to keep your generational home.
That's right.
Right? And we realize with the overassessments, which is over, $600 million that they have taxed, overassessed us, and they didn't restore, and so many families were put on the streets and are still homeless and still talking about reparations. We're going to talk about that next week, right? Reparations about what that looks like to be restored. But if we can do something now, tell your neighbor, tell your friend, tell your auntie, didn't you say you had to pay your property taxes? And I want to just say this last part to get a real clarity, ladies and gentlemen. We fought a couple of years ago to make this process clear. But through COVID and current people that are put in place, they look like the barriers and obstacles have become harder and more complex. So I just want to say this. One, you must get this application. The UCHC, you say, who is that? United Community Housing Coalition is the first reach to get assistance with your application for your tax exemption. But we fought that should have been the first step, especially if you was a senior and your income did not change, right? What we have identified now is that's not going on for seniors. But we want our seniors to be the first one to reach to UCHC, because you were supposed to get a one-pager if you had qualified for the tax exemption the year before, right? Oh, wow. Because you're not to consistently fill out this pack when your income does not change.
Right.
And then for those that even have a question about, do I qualify? Is my income at the eligibility? Don't question it, just call. And the reason why I'm sending to UCHC, because what we're doing right now, working with certain city councils and community leaders to make sure that the community level residents have access to these resources. So I just want to get ready to hand it back over to O, but I want to say, staying in our homes right now, during this gentrification transition, we have the #1 riverfront in the country. We're doing so much in our communities, but we must make sure our families stay in their homes. So I just want to say thank you, Dre and Henrietta, for allowing us to be able to talk about this, because our black families cannot thrive if we don't have our homes.
Amen.
Back to you.
Thank you. I just want to say one thing. I'm going to let y'all stop calling me O, because ain't nobody come to see Otis. I'm not going to be the one people don't come to see. People going to come see me. So I'm going to let y'all stop calling me. Look, my name is Dre. Dre. DeWine Armando Otis, to be specific. Otis is my last name. I don't want you all think. Look, come see Dre. Now come see me. All right, but anyway, thank you. Thank you.
So,
I swear.
You know, don't nobody come see Otis. We all know everybody came to see Otis. I want to be Otis.
David Ruffin.
I don't want to be that. I want to be the one y'all look.
He want to be the one y'all come to see.
Again, November 5th,
Right.
I got something for y'all.
He got something for you.
November 5th. Put that on your calendar.
He got something for you.
I got something. God blesses me to be here on that night.
Mm.
Anyway.
Here it is.
Yes.
Shit.
Wait a minute, hold on. I got to give a shout out to our Facebook crowd. We got a Sarah Cow that she did also say those resources are also on 211 if you dial. Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. All right. We definitely got Miss Brenda Thompson. Thank you for tuning
Hi,
in.
Brenda. Hi, Mama Brenda.
And Miss Nina Simone. We appreciate you for tuning in. We got to give a shout out to our Facebook crowd. Thank you.
Yeah, November 5th. Yes, November 5th. It's coming. I ain't going to tell you what some people know.
Yeah.
But make sure I come in here with a suit on that night. Make sure, well, it's probably going to be cold as a month.
It may not be. Maybe some
Look,
Indian
Never
summer.
know. I was just about to say.
It will be
we got a lot
66 degrees next Thursday.
That's fine. I love that kind of weather.
I will be taking my AC out next Thursday because once it goes to 66, ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back
We might
from
get
that.
some Indian summer. We
yeah,
might
I
get
don't
some
know.
Indian
I'm
summer.
good with climate change.
You know, yeah.
I'm not questioning it.
Yeah.
We're under this little global warming.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold as mom come November. I really believe that. But
Okay.
But that'll happen after November 7th.
There you go. See, that's your birthday?
That's my birthday.
See, she said I got a party planned.
I got a party, but I got a backyard party planned, so it'll happen after.
all I know is let it happen November 6th because November 5th I got an announcement. I can't worry about what happens November 7th. I got to be here on the 5th. But
Ditto.
For the announcements,
Anyway.
ladies and gentlemen, just in case you missed that.
You are watching the Quarantine Live. Stream it on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And yes, we are the most hip-hop, political doggone show in Detroit. And I don't care if anybody got a problem with me saying that. I watch y'all shows. I hear what y'all be talking about. Y'all be want to have people fight. I want to have people get information and then go have fun while they getting it. So, with that being said, we about to get into it.
It is.
My son is supposed to be in this virtual school stuff. Now, DPS got close to $1 billion, 800-something million from the ARPA funds.
Okay.
You mean to tell me y'all couldn't figure out how to incorporate virtual school back into what you're doing now? Because my son hasn't started school yet.
Oh, wow.
And so has other kids that's in this virtual system.
Oh,
They
okay.
haven't started
The
yet
in-person
because
has overtook the capacity.
not even just that. This virtual, I come to find out, really has nothing to do with DPS. It's just set up through DPS. I called and talked to a guy yesterday. Why the hell ain't my son enrolled? What's going on?
Right.
He said, well, did you do this? Did you? Yeah, I did that. That's why I'm calling to ask you
Right.
what's going on. Yes,
Right.
I filled out your survey.
Right.
Yes, I re-enrolled all over again, which I shouldn't have because my son
That
is.
should be in the system, right?
Yeah.
But he say, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is something totally different. I said I figured that, but I'm glad that you said I never put your name out there. But it's the simple fact of you get these people that's paid by a system to show up and tell you at community meetings what one thing is, and you find out through the grapevine or through experience that ain't really what's going on. So my problem is this again.
That's crazy.
You sound
That's
like
Close to
what?
$800 million. No, I'm sorry. Over $800 million. You couldn't figure this out?
The money is there, so what's the
So,
problem?
There's
Okay.
children that are not in school yet because at the end of the day, we shouldn't be in school in the first place.
So you know you're talking to a
Wow.
paralegal. Okay. Did you receive any emails?
Wow.
What?
Did you receive any email?
About what?
Okay. So yeah,
No, I'm asking you about what?
about the registration, starting the links, or
Yeah.
anything you supposed to.
All of the above.
And so, the process of the email.
It's bullshit. You email a virtual. You don't email a person. You're emailing virtualschool.dps something.
That part. That's what I was
So who's
trying
monitoring that?
You
That's
asked
what
me.
I was
I
trying
don't
to
know.
get to.
I was,
Yeah,
that's
so-
why I brought it to y'all. See, look,
to get to.
ladies and gentlemen,
So-
we're not gonna have no more shows because they're not helping me the way they used to.
No, we're asking.
asking.
So we can
I'm
get
sorry.
clarity.
Right,
thought-
that part.
I'm sorry.
So, I have a child, but he's not in DPS, right? Remember, he's in Charlotte.
Mhm.
So, they emailed me what the protocol for in-person or, virtual and so forth. So, my child preferred to go in because he said, I can't learn math and science without being in person.
Understood.
But like you saying, last year when my son Christian, when he graduated, that year we had COVID, right?
Right.
He said he chose to go in, and then they had the virtual. He said when he went in, the teacher didn't pay him no attention because he was so focused on the virtual. That's why I asked
Oh wow.
the conversation of that switch. You see what I'm saying? That's why I went there on that
But again,
scenario.
you're talking about
But what you're
$800
saying,
million.
$800
I was about to say,
$1
but what you're you're making the conversation towards that the technical system that is already supposed to be prepaid for, and that there's an actual, here we go, third party that has been contracted to do a specific service
That
to
part.
connect the children
Yep.
to what, a blackboard or something like that.
Right.
Which are supposed to be corresponding emails that go out
That's
to
right.
inform the,
That's
the
right.
parent.
That's right.
If you got problems, this is what you're supposed to do because your children
Yep.
is supposed to be in class. If
That's
not,
right.
your child is being marked absent.
Exactly. Exactly.
Can't be marked absent if you're not enrolled.
See, and that's what's
Well,
disturbing.
that's,
right
that's
there.
disturbing. That's very
That's
disturbing.
my point. Can't
Very
be marked
disturbing.
absent if you're not even enrolled. The problem is, again, this is another system
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
got
he over
some
here
money.
like, what?
Again, $800 million.
800 million. So that's
But
a,
my problem then goes to some of these parents and the school board.
Yep.
School board, when did you have these meetings to discuss what you were going to
That
spend
part.
that money on?
That part.
Parents, if you found out that they were having this meeting on what to spend the money on,
Right.
what the hell were you? A
I
lot
think-
of us always complain about what's going on, but
Right.
refuse to show up. School board meetings are usually at night.
Yes,
Right,
Yes,
right.
Yes.
True.
So guess what? It really ain't no excuse for the school board meetings because it's at nighttime.
What did
But
we
what-
have one?
Say what?
Did we have a school board meeting? Did you get the email? See, the catch is I see Christian was a DPS student, so
I
that's
just
why I
have to take
picked
a
over.
drink because I don't like
That's why I
answering
went over
questions.
and that's what I still get Ben Carson emails, right?
Right.
That part. So I say that because the only way you're gonna effectively communicate to the parents right now is through emails. They not mailing us nothing no more.
But not even
That
that.
was
If you
disturbing
had a
too.
meeting
Why
with
you
a
didn't send me a
Zoom link.
letter though? Because I could have
See,
swore
swore-
they were mandated for these board meetings to give us notice in writing.
Right. Right. Then it is. It is mandated.
So that's
Girl.
So that's why we not grilling you, look Drea. Hey,
done.
my girl Drea on there. Hey, boo. We're informing because a lot of people know I started off as a
man.
parent organizer. I didn't even know I was a parent organizer, y'all. I was just engaged,
Right. Mhm.
at that parental aspect. But what we identified is like you're saying, there's a process that has been put in place to help keep parents that work.
That's right.
Because it's only a small percentage of parents that can act to get engaged,
But
Right.
and a lot of us at the
now
level. So how
that
what
we
means
have
communicating with us?
Zoom.
Because everybody not doing Zoom.
And everybody don't want
Yes.
to do Zoom. Some people just not
And
tech
they-
savvy.
Doing
Again,
Zoomed
if
out.
it's about your child, you gonna do what the hell it takes.
That's true. If you're the parent, the type of parent.
But
to
where
do
are
that.
those parents?
Yeah.
When I last saw a school board meeting, it was empty as hell inside of some
I can only
newly
imagine.
built auditorium. And I'm like,
But see, the notices go out. How
They
how
go
are
every
they
one
how
out
are they
there,
doing
yeah.
their follow ups? to get parents engaged.
You're right. You're right.
Because we have to understand a lot of parents are prohibited from coming. They're working.
Yeah.
Some don't have transportation. What are they doing as a reach out to get these parents to get there?
I told you, they come to some of these community meetings. I'm telling you,
and then they get the late
DPS,
notice after the meetings have happened.
$100 million. Get y'all reps into these meetings.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Get
it.
the advertising out. Spend the money on what it should be spent on.
Exactly.
Hey man,
Community engagement.
who got a raise in the last few months? That's what I want.
Definitely not me.
Who got a raise? If you got a raise in the last few months, that means you should probably be working a little bit harder to make it seem like you didn't just get a raise in the last few months.
Now, when we say who will be asking, who got a raise from the state, from the
or
DPS, from the educational department?
Who I'm been talking about?
DPS.
Okay.
Y'all trying to make me say some slicky shit. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm trying to get
But
clear.
who just
clarity? We want some clarity. That's all.
Man, y'all know what I was saying, man. Y'all trying to.
We're
November
not.
5th, I'm coming,
we're
dog.
But I wanna, not throw shade, but twist the gun the other way though. I feel the elected officials. I saw some young lady. I can't remember her name, so I'm not even gonna try to pull it out the air. But the VP of our the Michigan Educational Department, she ended up speaking today about asking Governor Whitmore to mandate the mask, right, in the educational department. But like to mandate masks.
I don't even care about no mask right now. I'm worried about kids going to school.
That part. And so that's what I was gonna say though.
Yeah.
That she's not saying anything about getting access educationally wise and making sure the buses are running, making sure that we have an adequate staff. Because I saw Vidi today talking about security guards. And I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna throw it out there, and they know who I am, know who I'm talking about. I had a couple teachers call concerning parapros and lunch aids not being available. They say nothing about no security.
What you mean lunch aids not available? Kids ain't getting lunch now?
The lunch aids,
Wow.
so you got the lunch assistants that help clean up, not the food servers.
Right.
The people that behind that serve the food is different because they got to be
the aides that
certified
kind of
different.
monitor the lunchroom areas.
And then
stuff.
sometimes that small period for the lunch aid, you could be a parabro too and do both jobs.
Right.
So they don't have parabros, and the parabros is like the second teacher that's in the room with the younger children.
Right.
What we call it, the elementary and the secondary.
Right.
So, but I feel that when he came out just saying security, that disturbed me. And I don't know if you saw Devin, I don't know if anybody saw that. Devin on 4 said security. Can you expand more? Because there's other roles that we know that's needed in the school.
Absolutely.
But you just looking at this big school and it looked like they was over at Finney.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, it's not called Finney.
So
no
we
more.
only worried about security right now?
That part.
I'm about to pull a Soulja
That
Boy
part.
moment.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
Come on, man.
I said that part. I said, what we doing?
What are we
I
doing?
could have swore getting
Teachers
and the education, the supportive services
was
in
was
there.
top priority, right?
But because if they are put in place, and they're being taught appropriately, classrooms are safe. We got enough adult supervision per, right? Because it's an adult per ratio.
Right.
That part. And like you saying, and then because the whole point is once the Zoom get accessible, your teacher still going to have to pay attention to you on the Zoom.
But
and
again,
on the kids,
$800
right?
million. That means you can pay for 1 year an entire whole nother program.
With that kind of money?
I mean, you could. But I just want to be nice about it. I just want to be nice about it to give you the benefit of the doubt of what you actually could have done with that money.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to $800 million. Shit, y'all gonna put wood shopping back in middle school?
Please and thank you.
Something.
You gonna put cooking back in middle school?
Home ec,
wood shop,
bring back typing.
Matter of
I mean,
fact,
all the essentials.
for a few years, can't we get driver's ed back?
That part.
Yeah, and because I went to Persian, we had the whole.
I went to Mumford.
But
we
my
had the best
kids
one.
went to. I went to Central. I know we had, but when my kids were going to school, they had
You went where?
Central.
And we all had what?
We had driver's ed.
Y'all did not have driver's ed.
Liars, that's what we
Y'all had
did.
to come to Mumford. Don't
No.
play with me. Central ain't had no
That was
track.
after
My
the
mama
fact
went-
I got out of school. Okay, that was past me.
Oh,
That was after the fact. Okay, things changed after I left in '84.
Ain't no way
I'm
you
telling
look
my
that
age.
good to where Central had a whole. I don't know shit.
I do, y'all. Hey, it is what it is.
Wait a minute, come on. And I'm
Friday night, y'all have a drink with us. Toast up, man.
Toast
And
up.
I'm cracking jokes because Persian had the setup, the light, the whole little thing. But
Yeah,
it
they
wasn't
sure
operative.
did.
It was not functioning from 89 to 94. I had to go over to Denby
Wow.
off of Kelly.
See, that's when all the BS started. Just the shit just started.
That's what I'm saying. So I had to go there for my driver's training. And even when we saying this, night school, how dare them take night school away? So like
we need to bring that back.
Again, $800+ million.
So a lot you can do with that.
I don't want to hear about fixing up no buildings because that's not $800 million worth of repairs.
But they'll find it. You know, they'll find a reason to check. Okay, it's going to cost. They'll try to put all that money in something. Let me just be clear. Two pockets it.
Thank you. And
I'm sorry.
That shouldn't even be the same.
Shade, but y'all
it
pocketing
shouldn't even be the same pot, right?
Right.
Because the building is for restoration and restoring. And the reality is becomes a historic landmark. It becomes another piece of the city or the county to make money, right?
That's right.
So
that's right.
in itself,
what does the building have to do with
the kids?
With the kids
learning.
Not even just that. The only thing that you should be focused on inside of the building right now is ventilation and making sure these kids are apart.
And the pipes got
and the pipes.
I mean, making sure it's safe, you know, structural wise.
Yes.
Still, you can get $100 million and clear all that up.
You really can.
So you still got $700 million left.
With.
Yes.
Which means you can create
what are we talking about?
Or recreate.
We talking about just pitching a bit. We're not even talking about spending nothing right there. We're just pinching it just a little bit. So again, what?
Now.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Quarantine live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ, coolest TV, coolest station in the world. I don't know why I just had a big lap right there, but it happens, and I'm just a little upset with a school system having $800 million, and my son hasn't started a virtual school.
That's sad.
Amongst others. My homeboy's son just started this week on Tuesday.
Crazy. What is the delay? What is the delay? What's going on?
Can somebody from DPS report?
Yes, please.
Oh,
we need to know.
You can't report here, but you can report on the show next week.
Right.
Yes, or you can tune into us.
Because I'm seeing too many, students walking the streets and they need to be in school and something's going on.
And trust me.
Now,
it ain't gonna be nice. You get paid too much.
It's after Labor Day. They need to be in school.
You said that because that is a real conversation for those that chose to do virtual and digital learning and may still have those complications and they're at home,
right?
To prove a point. This is what I'm really in my head thinking. The priority was to get kids in school to be able to say, oh, we're a model and this is what we can do for COVID and this, that, and the other. Well, guess what? You're not really being a model because some of those teachers that's inside the school really don't want to be there.
Yeah, right. But wait a minute. But
safety reasons, I can understand that.
But that's what I was about to say. That if that is the case, here we go. Here you go. You got the state rep real conversation going on here. You must have an accommodation.
Spend too much time on this.
We must have accommodation for a child that becomes
Chris,
sick.
$800 million, dog. Not 8 million, 800 million, bro.
But wait a minute. This is
what I was about to say. Put 2 zeros behind that 8.
We must contact or call out the individuals that are in the leadership at the state level concerning this, because if a child has COVID and can't get digital access, right?
Right.
Now, I'm going to keep it real. Along with my child wanting to go in to learn, he's in the 11th grade. Me and my sister were saying high school is a social experience in itself.
It is, pretty much.
And a lot of children, went through a lot during COVID. You know? Some of us was able to pivot, accommodate, make adjustments, we say, cover. But within this transition of our high schoolers, you have a younger child. But this is why I want to uplift and call out the higher level of authorities. Because if a child gets sick, now they're pushing their social interaction. Right? Saying, I don't feel good, but then I try to go pull up on the laptop, I can't get in. So I ain't about to do that. I heard this ain't even working, so I gotta go to school. Rather than saying, I don't feel good, I can't go to school, let me zoom in today.
Right.
Knowing this option is readily available than knowing the option is not.
$800 million. You talking about maybe 20 million that could have did. We gotta move on, man.
But the reality is we got to call out. We know those. I'm not going to drop names that are in leadership. So we
You're
need
there
check
to
it.
make it better for our children. So
That's
please
it.
do so.
That's it. So
That's
somebody need to be
Come on, man.
finding
That's it.
out
That's
why those individuals that signed up for
Right.
virtual and at-home learning.
Because just sitting
have
around and
access.
trying to figure it out, and you got the money to figure it out, and you're not figuring it out, our children are suffering, and that is not cool. And you were hired by the people when you stated and you ran and you voted, and you want us to vote you in to do all these wonderful things you said you want to do.
million.
Please start doing so, because guess what? Re-election is coming up.
800 million.
And,
That part.
And on the close out
Plus.
note,
Dollars.
there's a third-party contractor,
See?
right?
Mhm.
See, that's the thing. This is someone else has been paid to do this service.
They need to be
And
checking
they
in
are
and finding
not-
doing so.
It's not debating the mayor's election or smacking the face of the people. We was going to spend on that the whole show. I can't do it. And I'm getting a headache because I'm getting pissed off because my son should be in
Let's go.
class and I really don't want to go outside.
Yes,
Nobody.
but
I
we
feel
got
you.
somebody's attention. Yes,
Yep, we
sir.
got
Let's
the
go.
Yep.
So this week it's come out that, of course, in our November election, you only had 2 people running for mayor,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Adams and Mike Duggan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the current mayor said, to hell with y'all debates. I ain't doing it.
Wow.
But you have typical political people that say, it was a good move. It was this, it was that. But let me ask you a question.
A good move.
Wow.
To
Because he's
to not
already
debate?
up. If you look at it, why does, and this is what I'm getting from those people. This ain't what I say.
Right.
Because I ain't no in my blood. I can't wait to talk in front of 20 other people that's going to come
Absolutely.
from what I'm going after. November 5th. November 5th. For the 5th. Yeah. But anyway. To be in a position like that, to be able to say, I don't have to plead a case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to tell the people what I'm going to do. If there is people that's not going to vote for me, I do feel like it's a slap in the face, but I do feel like this is typical political play. I don't have to give you a platform because I'm already here. So if you show up and talk by yourself, you can bury yourself quicker than I can. But I think it's a very chance move.
Yeah. Slippery slope.
I just don't agree with not pushing your case. I don't care if you the top. I don't care if you's the president. Even the president got to
Is it
have
the
a
debate?
debate.
Come on now,
Exactly.
that's-
So he's gonna get away with not debating?
Who's going to check him, boo?
I can't even reply
Who
to that.
gonna check him?
So guess what
You
we-
ain't
Who
checking him at
should-
the ballot
The
box.
people?
That's it. That's it.
The
So guess
people?
what? So, ladies and gentlemen, what do we? I think we did kind of 55 days to election.
Yep.
No.
No?
How many?
Absentee drop next week. We not 55 days away from
That's
anything.
true.
Election
That's
start
true.
next week.
Election starts next week,
Next
and
week.
election day is 55 days away, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can vote at any time through absentee ballots and satellite locations, right?
Right.
So, I want to clear that up. But like we're saying, though, the mayor has basically said he thinks he's already has this on lock, and he does not owe the residents an opportunity to explain why he should be reelected. And that is disturbing.
Very.
Because there's certain questions the residents would like to ask him.
But
Right.
the thing
Right.
is, in a debate, the residents not asking questions.
Well,
You got moderators.
But when sometimes the moderators
Moderators get the questions from the
opportunities.
people.
Yeah, to get 'em.
What moderators in Detroit that's going to come from a news network is going to ask the hard ass questions that the people that might not support that campaign
Yeah.
is going to ask? Let's just be honest about this. You talking about
No, go ahead. I want to hear that.
What's our 56?
I can't go there,
Our
'cause-
show with this is Detroit Bridge, folks. Not
Huh?
Detroit Bridge. What is Orlando on 56? What's the show?
PBS?
yes, on PBS.
Yeah, PBS?
But Orlando.
What is this,
and,
Orlando?
Bob Ross, the
Bob-
painter.
No, it's
But the point I'm saying, they have a political format.
Right, they do.
That they do pose questions, and he did have an opportunity to do some of the political questions on debates.
Right,
So
right.
what I'm saying is we do have certain satires in our community in Detroit that can set a tone for agitational At least one question.
At least. Or two.
Sarah says I would be a great moderator. No, the hell I wouldn't.
Yes,
two
you will. I
questions
agree,
in,
Sarah.
They gonna come pull DPD and the executive team and have me off the stage. So no, I would not be a great moderator. But I thank you for that. November 5th.
Remember that date, y'all.
But
I think it
Even
should
if-
happen. I think that debate needs to happen. I think the citizens are worthy of having the opportunity to ask questions to this mayor as to why he wants to be reelected. The fact that he decided to pull out just shows arrogance to me. And that's arrogance that you are so confident that you're going to get in that you don't need to hear what nobody else have to say. And that's not fair. Let's
but
be
is
clear.
that what some of us not like arrogant people?
It's possible.
You talking about us now. I say us because we're supposed to be the majority in Detroit, correct?
Correct.
So this is us.
Right.
This is us. So it's personal.
Very much so.
So that part right there, the arrogance part, a lot of us like arrogant people. A lot of us like the people that likes to.
Okay, so let's use another word than the point of arrogant.
No, we gonna use arrogant.
No, because maybe that's not the word we even want to use. Because
Okay, we gonna use a
Self-confident?
combination of the both.
no, because where the facts is that a lot of us has as residents with the current mayor, not just the arrogance, but the capacity to not do what the
You missing
residents.
my point. Some of us like arrogant people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Some of us do.
Okay.
Let's just be clear
All
about
right.
that.
Okay.
So
You see, I'm like,
we
all
will
right,
go
next.
vote for. There is no next. What she said was a valid point. The arrogance of it all says, I don't have to give you a platform because I'm already gonna win.
But
That,
that's the
yeah.
stench that
Yeah, I like that word.
is in our nose.
I don't smell
that
shit.
No, but that's what she's putting in a stench.
Yeah.
That your arrogance is stinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said to the point of using a different vernacular, because you owe the residents an opportunity to
You
stand
must.
owe
You
them
must.
that. You
I,
do
I
owe
would
them
think
that.
that would be a must. I would think that you would want to stand
say
out
here, this
to
is
say
why I
it.
want to run
I mean,
one more time and say,
and have your
work for the
approval.
city. Yes.
To
But
yeah.
If you
the
think,
arrogance of it all, again, this is what I'm saying. It's so much I can't say.
and this is why I want to say, because you have people that can say,
But y'all
we're
can.
very confident. We're very, your person is very arrogant and believing in themselves.
It's
to high
that
capacity.
yeah.
But
yeah.
where we're going is now it's neglectful, and you're coming with a distasteful disposition towards the people that actually may want to vote for you, but
Right,
you
but you
don't
don't
give
give them
a
the
current opportunity to hear why
that's
should
right.
they vote you in.
Exactly.
Currently, we got Anthony Adams.
Yeah.
That is coming in every room that we offer him to discuss why he should.
And
be our
Dog may
next
be
mayor.
here next week, just to say, and if you do come here next week, I'm going to ask you straight up. You running a mayor campaign. Why haven't you called some of them people that you beat to come join you to get more power around the city? You got a week to answer that.
It works.
Now,
It works.
hold on. Now, I'm glad you said that, because as a strategist, I do see people that are running, going to people, saying, if you vote for me, I can get you, you can work for me, or I'll put you on the kitchen cabinet, da-da-da. Now, what I feel that type of, I don't want to even call that organizer, but that type of connecting
Mm-hmm.
is a little bit disingenuous, because you only have so many people you can put on a certain kitchen cabinet,
True.
right? Hold on. And then also, you don't know everybody's skill set.
True.
At this
Right?
point, we're talking about Detroit city elections. You motherfuckers know each other. So let's not play that
But
like
what
we
I-
talking about Senate or
But what I'm
president.
saying
anything.
is, it should be in the facet of come join the team to bring down the Giants.
That's my point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do that and actually create what you want to see in this city.
That's
You
right.
got a young person there that ran. Bring that young woman onto your
Absolutely.
campaign.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
You
Let
got
her-
a guy that's been running forever, since the 80s, against Coleman Young, which means he knows some older folks.
There you go.
You
Sure.
bring
Bring
him to
him
the
in.
fold and put
He
him
has
on your
resources.
campaign.
You put your pieces of
So
your puzzle
I don't
together.
want to believe in no disingenuous.
Yes.
You look. You do what you got to do to move the
work
city
together.
forward and pull it
Absolutely.
together.
I do agree.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
our problem right there.
Yeah.
We don't know how to just meet in the middle, shut the hell up, create something great, and move the hell on.
Yeah, but where
Yeah.
I was just bringing the part of don't be selling false hope. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Which
that
make me say,
mythology.
hey, I'm gonna sign something that's gonna say that what you just asked for, I'm gonna get. Because if I go out here and go against myself for you to get in the seat, which I wanted, you definitely gonna give me something out of that. I'm definitely gonna
it
be
has to
sitting
be a
next to you.
definite there, some kind of way.
And see, and the thing is that as we realize the work that we're building together, this is why when we say I was just telling somebody out, talking the conversation of superheroes, right? And the Justice Leagues. Because when you look at the team, everybody have their distinct and own skill set.
Exactly. And but they bring it together to bring down that one person.
That's it. Oh,
and
that big giant.
That big
right?
giant. Was
And
it Thanos or whoever he is?
Exactly. So, but the mindset is to understand what role everyone plays.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And then be unified. But like you're saying, that you don't have to sell each other
Right.
on why we in the fight.
Right.
Because
we
saving
already
the
know.
world.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
This is
Saving
my
our
future.
communities and our children.
Exactly. So that's the part of why I gotta say, yeah, I got 5 positions available. Why are we doing that when we know the current legislative is just not in office right now?
Right.
Well, I need your support. We need to raise money. How can we work together?
That's it.
Right now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, to get this. But I'm not going to lie and stand over my life to you.
Right.
And say, oh, well, I need you. No. So this is what I'm going to say. I am the most qualified candidate. These are the resources I have about our community and XYZ.
Right.
You want to join the team? Boom.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
and
it.
then we work together because Dre brings something Roz don't have. Henrietta brings something Roz don't have. But when we come together,
Yeah, but you
it's
gonna
1,
call
2,
me
3.
oldest, that means I ain't got nothing, because I don't bring nothing. Ain't nobody came to see oldest.
You did.
Oh,
You just
said
said
Dre.
Dre.
I'm sorry.
You missed it.
Oh, man.
She said
She
Dre.
said so
I
much,
did.
goddamn.
Your line is so subliminal to
appreciate
you.
I thank you. I'm a part of the team now. I mean something. They come to see me now.
But
Yes.
like we're saying, working together, right?
Yes,
And that's
yes.
all we're saying, that the mayor should definitely and want to say, oh, I want an opportunity to speak. And then, like we're saying with Mr. Adams, the shift of the dynamics of the other candidates. Because how many other candidates were there? Like 10?
No, it was over 10.
15?
Was it over 10?
I want to say it was close
10,
to 20 at
15?
one
Yeah, I'm
point.
about to
Wow.
say. Because we know we had some that disqualified. So that's why I
Right.
put the list
There was
down
a lot of
further.
people there.
But
Even with the ones they disqualified, that was still a long
that's
ass
a
list.
Yeah, it was.
So
Yeah, it
like
was.
you're saying, that's a squad of individuals that have a unique skill set. That, like you saying, we could have came together and said, all right, how we gonna take them down?
It's not too late.
No, it's not. It's
Definitely
not.
The
too late.
problem is if that's dog, be here next week, man. I got
Because these are some questions that need to be asked and need to be answered.
There you-
I'm
there
going to
myself.
ask them.
I know that's right.
That's the point. I don't want any look, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever bring somebody here, and I don't know if you've been listening to the questions that we ask when candidates come in, even when I become a candidate. Shit. Even when I one day.
It's gonna
I
happen.
want you to ask me those questions.
Yeah.
What can almost said something. what stuff. What
Stuff.
can things happen in certain places?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't mind hard questions because, again,
I have a big
that's
announcement
job.
coming up in November, y'all.
Who?
I do.
That's a big announcement.
Just be on the lookout, everybody. Big announcement in November.
We got 3 minutes left, but I'm kind of upset she just took my thunder, dog.
I did not mean that's why I got to throw that in there because remember you told me
You
to
could have
say
waited
it.
till next week.
You told me to mention
Damn.
it today. I'm sorry, guys, but focus in on.
Congratulations on your event that happened.
Yes.
Thank you
yes.
very
Her
much.
event was last
Thank
Saturday
you, thank you,
also.
thank you,
Woo,
thank
woo,
you,
woo.
thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes.
All right, we got 2.5 or something minutes. I don't know. Give us something. I'll finish.
All right. So I just want to say thank you once again for everyone that joined me last Saturday for my campaign kickoff launch.
That
Well,
birthday!
Thank you. Yes,
Oh,
her 45.
her birthday!
45.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
For my
Happy
campaign.
birthday to Rise.
Yes.
This was supposed to be a birthday party, but my transmission threw my whole train.
Don't
We
worry.
gonna party
understand.
next week. We
Yes.
partying next week.
Next week. Yes.
So, but I wanted to say thank you for all the donations, the contributions, the love to everyone sending support. But if you still want to join, we already said that it's a whole 10 months away from our elections for August 2nd for 2022. And we need your support for Ninth House District. There are so many attacks that our district is coming up under, and we just need leadership that literally is going to make sure our future has what we need and our civil liberties to live in our community. So I just say thank you. Thank you, Dre, for this opportunity, and I pass it over to Henriette.
Well, I just want to say thank you to all of the support. Last Saturday, I gave the Home Care Appreciation Day for caregivers. It was a fabulous turnout. Thank you, Representative Debbie Dingo. Thank you, Dre came out. Thank you to all the home care workers who came out and enjoyed the festivities. Thank you to Foodland Market. Thank you to Bev Tents and Tables. Thank you to B. Ellerby for the photography. Thank you for all the donations coming from Claire Liz, Sarah Slocum, Laura Michelle, Karen Boudreau, all these people who made this event happen for these care workers, particularly to my caregiver sisters in all across the state. Thank you to Home Care Sisters National for making this a perfect day for home caregivers. We appreciate you, and we are looking forward to doing this again in 2022, where it would be bigger, better, and more fabulous for these caregivers.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is another Friday night. You could have been anywhere, but you came to be with us. We appreciate it. We thank you. November 5th, November 5th, November 5th. Re-elect Councilman McAllister Jr. of District 2. That's my man's. And anybody out here to say he ain't been in the neighborhood, you a lie, because that means I ain't been in the neighborhood. And I know for a fact you lying, because my ass out there all the time. With that being said, I ain't got nothing else to say. See y'all next week.
See you next
See you next
week.
week.
It's the quarantine.
It's the quarantine.